Oh, oh, Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahi Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukh Bhagavavet. Om ओंकारं बिंदु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः ओंकाराय नमो नमः ओंकाराय नमो नमः ओम शांति शांति शांति. Om Shri Sai Ram. Good afternoon. I am right now at Wales in my dearest mother Vanya's home in the most beautiful, ancient, ritualistic landscape which has been untouched for millions of years. And it's been a magical journey that is being continuing. And it cannot be described in words because there are no words to describe what's going on. All the timelines of the shift of the planet Earth have got completed, and we have moved into a new reality which is beyond everybody's expectation. We cannot understand it, so there is no need to put our head around it. So we have leapfrogged many dimensions to move into a dimension of super consciousness of love and light. And all timelines, everything came together. And we've had a celebration in the sky with these unprecedented northern lights, with these solar flares coming in. So the whole world is celebrating, the sun is celebrating, the moon is celebrating, the lights are celebrating, all the elementals are celebrating. The breeze is here, beautiful sunshine, and the sky is making its own panorama of shapes. All divine beings are giving their indications, affirmations of their presence. And we are all extremely blessed to be together on this very beautiful, auspicious day where such an important part of the planetary shift has got completed. And, and it has happened in a very beautiful, magical land. Uh, So this journey is a journey of a fairy tale, which we used to read in books, and we've perhaps seen an interpretation of that in movies. But in the real life, as I've shared this many times in the past, reality is far more bizarre, surreal than what we think of reality. We have a very limited idea and understanding of reality because all our reality comes on based on our limited understanding, based on the matrix that we have operated out of, based on what we have been conditioned to believe is reality. So, actually, where we come from and who we truly are is beyond any description. So, therefore, to try and put any kind of a tag or a label or an idea or a belief, it's just not possible because all the beliefs and all the ideas and all the imagination that you might have are based on what you've read and heard and seen, does not even come close to what the reality is. So I know that each one of you has been going through tough times energetically. The energies have been very, very strong because when the shift happens, the energies have to be upgraded. We're not used to them. Our bodies find it tough. But it's good because ultimately it's happening for not only our higher good, but the good of all of humanity and of all beings, sentient, insentient beings. And it's not just for our planet. It's a shift which requires assistance from all the beings and from all other planets. Everybody comes together. It's a celebration like never before. And we have
Good
jumped
afternoon.
to reality. We have we have not done the mathematics here. So somebody asked me, have we moved from third to fifth or seventh? I said it's a number. Don't bother about that number. Just remember that what's going on is really beautiful. So truly, it's time for all of us to celebrate, and you will see things beginning to change very rapidly for every one of you. All that binds us down, all the energies of the old world will no longer operate, and it'll be very easy to shift out of it if you want to shift out of it. But if you're attached to it, if you hold on to it, then you will not be able to make that transition. But I don't see that in our group there is anyone who's holding on to it. And that's the reason we are here together. Uh, I'm sure at the completion of this, we will put together all that has happened in this last couple of weeks in UK, though I've been here for a month now. But really, things started to happen when I went to Stonehenge and Glastonbury and Avebury. And I've lost count of the places that I've done, but I hope someone is recording it. Uh, and it's always been that the beings have been there waiting to welcome, receive, uh, and so that we could all participate together in this beautiful shift for which each one of us has come here to actually witness and experience this uh, amazing spectacle awaits all those who are surrendered and who are ready to make that leap forward. And those who are still operating out of the third dimensional fear, then blessings to them, for they have chosen the path. So remember, our soul makes our choices, and based on our choices, we create a path for ourselves. And when we are open and we are surrendered And when I say surrender, it's not to a person, it's not to a being, it's really to our own higher self. And when we let go and finally take that plunge of surrendering to our own selves and believing in it, then we take that step forward, all doors open for us. And unexpected manifestations start happening by whatever name called synchronicities and whatever else you may want to call it. But it's a it's a good time, and in the next couple of days, this energies will start to settle. It will take some time as we move into this reality. This is a much lighter, energetic reality. And those who keep making the shift, it's a time of ascension. So the planet has ascended to the higher. So that means everyone gets to ascend. It's not a selective thing. So the energies will start shifting, will start changing. They'll become much lighter. It's like leaving the heaviness of the gravity pull of the mind. This heaviness will start going away, which a lot of us, most of us have been experiencing. So, so really, I want to thank this magical land of Wales. We are in the county of Pembrokeshire, near quite near the sea, and yet in a beautiful landscape. You know, everywhere you see for miles around, there are either these big green pastures where you see sheep, cows, horses, and on the other hand, you have these beautiful rocks. Uh, these blue rocks come from this landscape, from Wales, and they found their way into Stonehenge and Glastonbury. And when we went and cleared the energies in Stonehenge, I was shown that not only they were connected to Wales, but actually they're connected back to our land in the Nilgiris, the Kailasa land. And the day that activation happened, our land got activated. So these are mysteries and promises of a time, beyond. And we all have come and traveled together from many, many lifetimes, after some are meeting after thousands of years, so that we can come together at this moment and together co-create and help facilitate this shift. So I want to thank everybody for this. And I want to really thank Vanya, because she's been such a great mother. I have always seen her as Mother Earth, holding the energy of that Mother Earth, and uh, wise beyond her age. She is a walking uh, personification of wisdom. And I was just telling her today that she should start recording all this in make audio recordings, because as we are shifting into this beautiful times, we need this wisdom, and the people need this wisdom. And for her to have made this invitation for me to come here and hosting us here, and it's amazing. Her boundless energy, her spirit, her enthusiasm. She's 90 years old, but her spirit is that of a 9-year old. So pure, so childlike, so wise. And it's just a great blessing to be with her and to enjoy her, not only her hospitality, uh, which is, by the way, great food, guys. Also, going to these absolutely magical lands she has taken us to. And I'll be soon starting to, post some of these pictures on the group. But it's just, you feel every time you go to one place, you think, this is it. And there can't be anything more beautiful. And the energies are so pure. But hold on, when you go to the next one, you're always saying, I remember Teresa saying, this is the best one, right? And so, Teresa, I've been to many, many best places, and each more powerful than the other. And it's so beautiful that, I come from India, thousands of miles away, and yet I realize that there is this one beautiful feeling, and there is one energy that is bringing all of us together. And this, all this feeling of separateness, of this heaviness that we have carried, because of which we have been fighting. There is a great opportunity for those who are ready to surrender to actually go away from this and experience a completely different life on this planet. And yet, as I said, those who don't choose to will still experience the heaviness of another reality, because the new dimensions are not a physical place. It is a state of being, it's a state of operating, it's a state of manifestation. Uh, it's not a magical fairyland that exists somewhere. It is here. And when you are in that state, you can access all of that. It exists, everything coexists. And not just one universe, there are multiverses. And all are operating simultaneously at the same time. It's a very beautiful uh, configuration and setup of how uh, God created this whole evolutionary process of creation. And we are all very lucky that as we keep moving, as we keep experiencing this in our heart, as we start aligning to it, we will be shown. Each one is shown only that much as they are capable to receive. So we are things are slowly and gradually opened up. And one good advice that I would give all of you, which is what I have followed for myself, is do not overload your mind with information and data and read books, and because now the time for that is over. It's a time of direct experience. It's a time when the source is going to express itself through you, and you will understand what it is. So it's no longer about what others think. Everybody has a view, everybody has a theory, everybody has a way, uh, and everybody is trying to sell their own story and in their own model. So there is something which is beyond that. And for that, you do not need any external interpretation or affirmation, or whatever you may want to call it. It's a time to be connected directly 101 with your own self. There is no God other than you, because we've moved into the dimension where divinity prevails everywhere, where there's perfect love exists. And that's all. We don't do anything. In our beingness, in our presence, everything shifts. And it's been magical that wherever we've gone, we've had the elementals and the five elements, coming together every time to show that they are together and they are with us. Uh, so, so today's session is not our usual session, where I'm just sharing with you what's going on. And even if uh, the words don't make any sense to you, it's okay. As I said, words are just the prelude to the energetic experience. The words only engage the mind, and as mind becomes engaged with something, then the energy starts to work with us. So we are energy workers. We are able to actually this in this energy we can interact with all beings and all interdimensional realities. There is no separation, and we don't need external objects for any affirmation. The affirmation is in our heart. Those who have the courage to hold on to it and to walk on that will know the truth. Let go of all your supports and all your tools and move into it and step into the light yourself, because you are the light, and that's the light we all have been seeking. And that's it. It's beautiful time, so have fun. And and also make sure that you're able to let go of all that is going to happen in the world around you, including, the loved ones as well. See, what has to happen, and all is as is meant to be. So everything is in this moment perfect, and it always has been, even in the chaos. And and as we have moved in, the heavier reality of the mind will still go through a chaotic, state. You have to just step out of it and have nothing to do with it. And as you step aside, then you will be able to see it for what it is and not get sucked into it. And don't worry how things are going to pan for you. Don't think and plan how you're going to get out of this, because the mind just doesn't have any answers any longer to what's happening. So the best is surrender, let go, and it will do what it needs to do for you, and just enjoy the ride. And everything that's going to happen to you, whatever is coming to you, is coming because for your higher good. Just believe in that and just go with it. And and as you start getting out of that zone, it will test you. It tests you only to see how strong is your surrender, how strong is your letting go. That's all. That's the only reason why you face some challenges. But the minute you cross that hurdle, you cross that bar, you go out of that threshold of the mind and into this world of surrender, magically things start to open. So it can only be experienced. And that's the only reason why we are here together and we have these conversations every week on every Saturday. Just so that we are we have the affirmation, we have the validation, and we know that we are not alone on this journey. And this light is going to start spreading very, very rapidly now, and more people will start coming in. They're already coming together because we are now carrying the light, and this light cannot be any longer uh, concealed. It is obvious to everybody, and they will all come, because even darkness wants release through light. And we've had many of the dark beings also coming in so that they could be released from this cycle of in, of separation and come into this beautiful dance of oneness. So so there you go. It's beautiful and it's lovely, and thank you for being here. I don't know if you can hear the chirping of the birds outside. They're celebrating. And yeah, it's really beautiful times, and we should all say a prayer of gratitude, and a thank you, big thank you to the consciousness, to God, for bringing us here together at this time, so that we could experience these beautiful times. So with that, I'd like to end the today's session.